Hi everyone, welcome back to Dave's Whiskey Reviews. I'm Dave and going to be reviewing another whiskey now. Just like to briefly apologise for the lack of good audio in the last video. Very stupidly forgot to turn my microphone on, but it is on this time, so hopefully the audio on this video will be a little bit better. So this is mystery review number 4. And again, another sample picked from my collection of samples or bottles by my wife. So we'll get straight into this one. Again, it's a nice colour to this. It's quite, I would call that sort of gold or dark gold to this one. Maybe not quite bronze, but definitely a kind of mid to dark gold. And then let's have a bit of a look at the viscosity on this one as well. I wouldn't say, there are so we've got very thin, very slow moving legs. So this might be quite a high strength whiskey as well. Whoa! and straight away a really big hit of the peat just hits you massively. So this is definitely a Scotch whiskey. Although there are some other world whiskies doing some really big peated whiskies now, like Amrut from India. But I definitely think it's a kind of Scotch style of peat. Really very intense. It kind of takes you straight to that kind of south coast of Islay, which really you've got 3 options. You've got Laphroaig, Lagavulin and Ardbeg, all of which have a kind of ppm content, which is the measure of the peat, sort of 35 to 50 or 35 to 55, something like that. So they're all quite heavily peated, all very smoky whiskies. But the question is, which of the 3, which of the 3 is it? With Laphroaig, normally you're getting those intense kind of medicinal types of notes, I would say. Lagavulin, I normally find is quite earthy, and well, all 3 are quite oily, but Lagavulin tends to be a bit more earthy. And Ardbeg has this kind of lighter note, this kind of high note of this citrus, especially lime. Get a lot of lime with, I normally do with Ardbeg. Again, not getting so much of the alcohol off this. The viscosity, as I said, was quite high. But viscosity actually for ethanol kind of water mixes tends to kind of peak at about 46. So maybe it doesn't tell you too much sometimes. There's this slight, very slight sort of tropical note to this that reminds me of Laphroaig. Once Laphroaig ages a little bit longer in those barrels, you tend to get very slight sort of tropical notes coming through that get more and more intense the older the whiskey gets. Slightly medicinal. You get those maritime notes as well, really sea salt and maybe a bit of seaweed. Let's taste it. Really intense, very, very big whiskey. Absolutely, very, very intense. Very peaty, really very, very smoky, and really builds up in the mouth as well. Really long, complex kind of development of, you get the peatiness, that saltiness, there's maritime notes. Quite a big spiciness as well coming into the finish. Very long finish as well, really sticks, really stays in the mouth for a very long time. Very, very big whiskey. I think cask strength definitely from the mouthfeel. You get that kind of cask strength bite, definitely coming through. Orange as well now, getting a bit of like that kind of orange citrus coming through on the nose. Really big whiskey, but absolutely fantastic stuff. I mean, this is really, everything's very balanced in it as well, even though it's so powerful. Really hits the mouth at all this intensity, but very complex flavour and quite balanced as well throughout. A little bit spicy into the finish, but what a whiskey. Fantastic stuff. I would say out of the three kind of South Coast Isla distilleries that this whiskey is taking me to, Laphroaig is the most likely, because those sort of slight tropical notes and orange as well you often find in Laphroaig. So there's those kind of big medicinal notes, big smoky notes that we're getting here. I'm going to guess this is a cask strength Laphroaig. I would say this is the official bottling. I can't remember which batch I have. I think it's batch number 7, which is up at about 60% alcohol. It's 59 point something, I would say. So here we go with the reveal. Yeah, Laphroaig 10-year-old cask strength, bottled 2016, 59.2%. So I got another one right, which is doing wonders for my confidence right now. But yeah, that's absolutely fantastic stuff. And you know, if you're part of the Laphroaig club that they have, you can get these on. You can get these like 10% off as well when they come out. They sell out quite quickly. You have to be quite quick, but they can be around £40, and £40 for this kind of whiskey is, you know, just a stunning, stunning deal. So you absolutely need to pick up one of these if you're a fan of those big smoky whiskies, especially Laphroaig. Then I'd really, really highly, highly recommend this. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and see you next time. Thank you very much. Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Oh, what a whiskey. Mm. Mm-mm-mm.